Barlow with the mark out. And last night was Impact's Under Pressure. And it's, after watching it, it's like, it wasn't really pay-per-view-esque. It was really just a episode where, you know, they had matches. So it was really, like, I wasn't like, oh no. But anyway, I digress. So who do you think is behind the red X's, you know? I don't think it's Brian Cage. I really highly doubt it. But he has Weapon X. You know, that's like. It's probably Congo Kong, but it could be Austin Aries, for all we know. But who do you think it is? It could be just like some wrestler from nobody knows who it is. But, you know, then they had Eli Drake versus Scott Steiner, which is an implosion of their tag team, because they won the belts, dropped the belts, and then are arguing amongst themselves. But I really see this match as more of a passing of the torch from Scott Steiner to Eli Drake. But, there was a chair shot right to the head of Scott Steiner. You know, the referee didn't see it, and that's how Eli Drake won that match. So I don't think this is gonna keep going. It might, you know, I've seen weirder things in wrestling. Next was Tessa Blanchard versus Madison Rayne. And, you know, I really didn't see that. I thought it was going to be kind of the same as the first one, you know, passing of the torch thing. But no, Madison Rayne rolled up Blanchard and, you know, snuffed one in. I was like, what? Yeah, so it was a good match. The second one was a good match. The first one was really slow because, you know, Scott Steiner, like Eli Drake can put on matches, but Scott Steiner, not anymore, you know. He's really just the draw. But then you had Brian Cage versus Desmond Xavier, you know. And then who do you think is going to win that match? Yeah, Brian Cage. You know, he's undefeated. He's the machine. Then they had the Su Yung versus Allie in a coffin match, a casket match, or a last rites match. Either way you spin it, it's the same damn thing in all honesty. But what I really liked was when Allie came out, she had the face paint of Rosemary, and I thought that was really sexy, honestly. But yeah, she lost, and Su Yung won. So Su Yung is now your Knockouts champion. Yeah, don't know about that. Not really feeling it, but whatever. And then I was wondering, like, I was like, so I guess Rosemary's like just gone, because it's just supposed to be kayfabe dead, but you know how that works. Now I thought she was gonna run in and help, but well, the crowd would have popped for that. But they'll just pop later on once they do it, or they don't do it. I don't know. So anyway. The last match, there was only 4 matches apparently, was the IWC title that Austin Aries has, which is the Impact Wrestling Championship, and then the IWWC, which is the Impact World Wrestling Championship, which Pentagon Jr. has. But Pentagon Jr.'s title was on the line. And was it for both titles, was it? Like, I'd have to go look at that, but I believe it was just for Pentagon. He was the only one that had to put it up. But the finish was so weird. I kind of skipped through it, honestly, because at this point, I just wanted to go to sleep. Because that's how I kind of feel every Thursday. It's like, I can't just watch wrestling when it's on like I can earlier in the week. I have to, like, wait till like almost 9 o'clock to start watching it, because I have to like cook dinner or do something else before then. So then by the time 9 o'clock rolls around, you know, I'm already tired. I'm trying to watch wrestling on top of that. I'd wait till in the morning, but I did that like 2-3 weeks ago, and it just wasn't the same. It just felt weird to not watch wrestling at night. Like even, you remember the Greatest Royal Rumble, like when I was watching that, like I was a zombie after that. But, I digress. Anyway, so yeah, it was, they actually had, like, 3 matches, technically. It's like there was the first big bulk of everything, and there was a double count-out, and then it was like, okay, so Austin was like, no, we're gonna do this, we're gonna wrestle, and then I was like, okay, yeah, Pentagon Jr. got back in the ring, and they wrestled again, And then they both bailed out, and that was again a double count out. And then Pentagon Jr. was like, whatever in Spanish, relaying that he wanted to keep wrestling. And then Austin Aries low blows Pentagon Jr. to win. He rolled him up after that, and I was like, you're fucking with me, right? He's apparently Shinsuke now. So yeah, Austin Aries is IWC and IWWC champion again. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. A lot of mixed emotions last night, But hey, I don't know. Because remember, they're getting ready to go to Slammiversary. This is all probably going to culminate. Like, as I said, even now, Impact's gotten a lot better. I don't know if it's just grown on me or if they've stepped up their game. But, it's pretty good, Definitely if you haven't watched, TNA or Impact in a while, definitely go check it out. So it's getting interesting. I wouldn't say go and spend your money on the network. It is cheaper than the WWE network, but you have a lot more with the WWE network that you can go back and watch. And they have their own original programming, too, and specialties. To my knowledge, Global Sports doesn't. They don't have specials. They just have their library, which only goes back till 2002, I believe. So, I don't know. But, anyway, that was Impact Under Pressure. So, tell me what you guys thought about it if you watched it. Who do you think's behind the Red X? And all the backstage attacks. Until next time, this has been Mark Barlow with the Mark Out. I'll see you guys later.